Hi, welcome to Hit the Bar, the Shrimps fans panel. I'm back off my holidays. Hope he's having a little break. I think he's got a Shrimps Trust meeting tonight, which is more important than this, obviously. But we'll crack on and talk about the last couple of games. And we're back to the start of the season, aren't we? The 1-0s. And we keep saying the players are playing really well. Are we being too soft on them, or is that still the case, that they're playing all right and it's just those fine margins? Alan?
We're not playing well, but we're not playing badly. I know it's somewhere in between. 2 games, lost 1-0. Neither of the two sides have been better than us.
No.
And it's been the 2 goals we've conceded. One, a shot that was going wide, hit Williams in the chest and beat our keeper. And then last night was a ball that hit 2 defenders, dropped to their lad who's on fire. He toe poked in the corner.
Yeah.
We got a similar chance late on. And what happened? It hit a knee and it went to their keeper. I don't want to say we're not having luck. We're not having something. Yeah. I don't know what it is. I don't know where we need to go and see a friend and buy some bags of shit or something. We need something just to turn our season. And has it been today? Has the season turned today for us with the good news?
Well, we'll come on to that in a bit. Let's just look. I mean, the Colchester game, you could argue it swung on the sending off. What's your views on that? You've probably seen the videos of it if you weren't there.
Yeah, I wasn't there, but I've seen the videos and you can see why you give it. It's soft in it, It's against you, you love it, but it's just one of them. There wasn't enough in it for me to turn it over.
I didn't see an arm like that.
No, all right. I'll be honest. I only watched that incident, and the bloke's got hold of him. And he's trying to get him off. I thought it connected with his face. So
once you lift your hands, you're open up to it, aren't you? You're open to it.
Do you think he lifted his arm?
I think he did, yeah. I don't think he could deny it.
Yeah. You see his arm, and then you see his leg come round and sort of catch him midriff. But there's an assistant referee 2 yards away who goes, throw in. And the referee, I don't know where he was, but he took a while to get there, and comes over going, you're having this.
I mean, whether it was or it wasn't, I think I read. I mean, there was an incident there.
Yeah.
I don't think it was ever going to be rescinded.
No, there wasn't enough in it to turn it over. I don't think it wasn't as clear cut as some say it is. But
okay, I'm going to put this out there. How many times you see that sort of thing in games and it's never given us
all the time?
All the time.
Yeah.
The referee last night.
It was a bloody joke, I think. It was a yellow card, yeah. But you're right. It was never going to get rescinded. As soon as that arm's anywhere near his face. They're not, because they're going to set a bad example if we've said that. But it was a yellow card at most. But it was clumsy, yeah. But you see it on the pitch all the time. I've seen worse than nothing given.
Yeah.
Calmed him. I spoke last week or the week before, the dark art of football. And it's a case of, you saw it last night, is that Dackers comes on, wins the ball, plays the ball. Yes, his foot's up and his studs are showing, but he's playing the ball. No man nearby.
Yeah.
Rolls over him, he's going to get up, and their players say, get down. And you see him, get down. The referee goes, you can have one of these.
How the ref got that wrong is beyond me.
It's pretty close.
But about 5 minutes later, McAdam actually goes through their lad, and he goes, free kick, and says nothing.
The levels are poor, the referees are just a poor level these days.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that was one of the chants last night about the standard of refereeing.
Yeah, terrible.
Yeah.
But it's always going against us, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Why can't we have bad refereeing go for us?
We change.
Yeah.
It changed
So,
today.
come on, what's your point about
our day of change?
Come on, Alan, what's your point about the change then? This money coming in.
Well, if you believe what's said, and Derek's got some money, we can go out and buy something. And is it the day of everything? When your team gets beat, you always look at the negative side of it. You never look at the positive side, do we?
You always look at a few performances. I try to look at a few performances, individual performances.
But when you get beat, we always blame something. Let's change it round. Today, Derek hopefully is out there speaking to people.
Yeah.
Let's go out, get a couple of people in. The wind of change has come in today, and we start this weekend.
We were talking about McKiernan, weren't we? We were driving up about McKiernan and what he brought to the team.
Just that goal-scoring midfield.
That number 10, and Chipham with a few goals. And
I mean, we've had a history of it in January, haven't we? We were talking just before about Aaron Collins, who's now banging him in
Oh,
for
yeah,
Bolton.
yeah.
Changed
When him
everything.
and Bennett came in,
Yeah.
and they scored about 20 goals between them.
I was
didn't
at
they?
Port Vale, that game that Halstead played out of his skin. Like,
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
at Port Vale, and he came on as sub. Sets up a goal straight. I don't know, did he score it or set it up and he scored it maybe? But you could see straight away he was in the penalty area. Causing
I mean,
Chaos,
somebody could come in, couldn't they?
10 goals in 20 games.
And make
He's a hero.
I'm an absolute
You're
hero.
a change man, Alan. You're a change man.
You've got to cling to something, haven't you?
No, because we've been down that much, though, haven't we?
Yeah, yeah.
We've been down that much, and whichever website you're looking on, it's like, oh, this has happened again. This happened again, and the FA have done this to us. The EFL have done this to us, and it's like Derek is saying. He said early on, we've not had the rub of the green. We've not had the look. We've not had the officials looking at our side of it, and I agree with a lot of that.
I agree with it. I agree
The
with
sad thing is, we had the striker in the building, didn't we? He were in the building. He had a shirt number. He was warming
You
up.
know about Dallas.
Dallas. He was there, wasn't he? You know, because
And what are we thinking?
Is he
We're
not?
hearing that he's gone to Carlisle.
yeah, you know,
Yeah,
we
yeah,
missed, you know, he was
No,
tailor
no,
made
no,
for
no.
us.
He was on his way to Carlisle. There's been an unfortunate accident on the motorway. A roadblock has been put up, and he's got to turn left.
Got himself into trouble here, now, right?
He's going to play for Kendall then.
That's the frustrating bit. If the house was in order, he'd have been playing, 2-3 games for us now. He might have scored
That's
a couple
the
of
point,
goals.
and it we've missed
You know.
2 games with him. haven't we?
Yeah,
Well, unless he's not signed for Carlisle.
it's only
yeah.
a rumour, isn't
It's
it?
a conspiracy
And there's a bit
theory.
of a phone call. John,
Yeah.
but we've had that happen against us previously.
Yeah,
where
come to Morecambe, play every minute,
Yeah.
you know.
I'm going to put it on the table though. Would they go so low as to sign him just so that we can't?
Well,
Is that a conspiracy? Or is that me being
that's
He won't
what
get a game.
Yeah,
Not
that'd
play.
be like, yeah.
You can
Well,
afford
not,
to.
not play him.
Yeah, just not playing.
Like Michael Mellon at Willie Bradford.
Yeah.
Well, that's what Blackburn did when they got promoted. Swindon had a player, Duncan Shearer, and Blackburn bought him and sat him on bench.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Blackburn-
Because he could afford to.
Yeah.
Jack Walker, yeah.
There'll be someone there that Derek's got his eye on, and he's in.
They'll have him wind up with Derek, won't he?
You would
They'll
hope
have him wind
so.
up.
He was talking about 2 players, wasn't he? So there
Yeah.
must have been
Oh,
plan B. There must have been
Yeah,
somebody else.
you need a winger and a thought. I mean,
Definitely.
Angles, hopefully, all right, he got sent up, so he can't play the next couple of games, but that gives him a little bit more recovery
Yeah.
time, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Because we've all been kind of waiting for him to come back.
Yeah.
I thought he started off with us, and I thought he was pretty weak the first few games, but then he really got into his stride, and then gets injured just as he's
Yeah.
becoming a mighty influence up front.
Massive miss for us.
It's a sort of run we have with these players. We get them in, like Edwards, start getting injured up. George Ray,
Yeah,
with a marquee signing. That's the thing, lovely. Mystery man.
But the thing is, we're losing these games. We've had another 3 on the trot now, 1-0ers. Nothing
10
in the
season.
games. 10 over the season,
10.
1-0ers.
Yeah.
Nearly half
Nothing
the
in
games
any
we've
of those
played, isn't it?
games.
Nearly half the games we've played.
Yeah.
1-0.
Despite the fact that we've lost these last few games, we're still not massively out of touch with those immediately. With
Yeah.
Newport, who we play, next
Tuesday
week,
night.
they've lost quite a few. Tranmere are still losing games, who we beat. Carlisle, who we beat, they're still losing games. So a run of 3 victories.
Yeah.
Now we've not had a run of 3 victories. Don't get me wrong, and it's
2 will
not
do us.
possible.
Possible.
But
Beat the Cod Army on
Possible.
Saturday, go to Newport and get something on
If we can win the next 2 games, it's game on. But if we lose and others do well, I think we really are at this kind of Rubicon area where it's we've got to find something.
do you see it that way? If we don't get at least one win
I'm
and a draw out
putting
of the
like
next
a
2
10 or
games,
11
that's
points
it.
behind situation with the games left.
You're not going to catch
I
it.
had a sports journalist, a young lad who's on a course at UCLan, and he asked us to do one of these surveys that they do, and it was about Morecambe. It was part of his assessment that he was doing, and they said, "Can you actually see any way out of it?" And this was Monday, and I said, "I can't." But that was when we had the embargo on, because I was saying we are struggling to compete with the teams around us at the moment. If we can't strengthen, they will do. We've no chance.
No.
And I just said, unfortunately, I just can't see. But today's news
Yeah.
gets you going again, doesn't it?
Let's hope it's £10 million pound in man.
Talk about a roller coaster. What was it this time last week? We were making fun of the Dallas thing, weren't we?
Yeah, it was
We
him,
were
wasn't
making
he?
fun of it. It's just a bit of light-hearted stuff. Where is he and all this kind of stuff? And then
Yeah.
Thursday, it was devastating, wasn't it? Oh, not coming. We're all
Yeah.
like, boom.
It was after this, wasn't it? After
Yeah,
we did
Col-
recorded this.
Colchester Angle gets off deflected goal,
Yeah.
boom again. I don't know about you, but on Saturday night I was really down about
Yeah,
it.
You were
I can't
on
lie.
social media.
Yeah, I was really down
I'm
about
glad I
it.
wasn't out drinking with you.
Yeah.
I could hear it. I live next door, so I could hear it through walls.
What's this
Not
Chinese
a bad
AI, whatever? We are only 44% chance of getting relegated. So there's 56% chance.
Where have you heard that?
We are. We're
You've been
second.
on something else. This is a new person. I'm looking at.
What's this series drinking here?
Yeah, look at that. Listen to
So
that.
Carlisle are favourites to go down.
Yeah.
And
We are
then
second favourites.
Yeah, but only 44%.
Yeah.
Blimey. Because I thought teams that were in the bottom two at this time of year,
It's no way in it.
historically,
Yeah.
they always get relegated.
What Carlisle done? 11, 12 players?
Yeah.
Possibly
But they
more
can't
than
gel,
that.
can they? They can't gel.
The other
What's in this play the money for? The Premiership lad, Drummett, failed to turn up for the first game, had a car crash, went on, 15 minutes in, got injured,
Yeah.
now missing the next 4
No
games.
guarantee, but you won't mind that sort of money, would you? To
There
change
is-
things
They'll
up.
put that money into it and it's
Yeah.
not there now, you know.
Yeah.
There is another scenario, of course, because if Tranmere and Newport keep losing or not winning, basically, that still gives us a slight chance, as long as that gap.
Yeah.
They're not spending money, are they?
No.
Not paying for it
That
anyway.
gap 6-7 points, we've still got a
So
shot.
even
at
if
it.
Carlisle get above us, we've still got
Maybe us and Carlisle. They've signed.
Them would have done what they've
They
done.
signed 10 players, Carlisle. I mean,
Yeah.
crikey, they lost, didn't they, as well? So
I mean, the Fleetwood game is going to be a massive
it's
game.
pivotal.
you know.
Man. The next 2 games are
They've
pivotal.
picked up some decent results recently.
Yeah,
Yeah,
new
the
manager.
Last night,
Yeah, new
we
manager.
played them away. They were possibly one of the best teams I've seen all
Best team
season.
I've seen.
First
the
half,
first
they were
half,
brilliant. Yeah.
And then we came back at them. You know, we're saying we
Yeah.
need to win that one.
But Walsall are the worst team of the last 2 games.
Yeah.
Scored none, conceded 5.
Yeah, it can change, can't it? But how important do you think the crowd's going to be on Saturday?
Well, it's
Because
massive, isn't it?
I was on holiday and I was watching the Crew game, and I sent a message to match announcer Mark saying, "Have they put the TV microphones in the away end, or is it?"
They were good, weren't they, the Crew fans? They were brilliant.
They were brilliant.
Yeah.
But
But we
Morecambe
were
fans
quiet,
are better away from home than they are at home. I
Yeah,
believe
it's
it.
always the
Well,
same.
that's
innit?
the same.
Last,
but-
last
Yeah.
night, as you
But
say,
our fans at home have been good. They have been very, very
Yeah.
loud. But the last game, they didn't.
are we just not together?
I don't know. Maybe that's it.
Because last night I went on the Bradford City website and
Yeah.
you're looking at it. There was complaints that they couldn't hear the commentary because of a drummer boy.
Yeah.
You said
Brilliant,
who's the
by the
drummer
way.
boy?
The drummer boy's brilliant.
Yeah,
Yeah,
brilliant.
He's
Well,
got
it's
to
like,
stay with us to the end of the season. I hope and keep
I
going.
mean, at Bradford last night, our fans were magnificent.
It was brilliant.
And
So you
in
start
a,
to
in a
finish.
big
Loud.
stadium.
Oh, that's what you can hear, Glenn.
It's like Exeter have the big heart, don't they? Where
Yeah,
the-
I mean,
if you go and stand at that part, you've got to sing your hearts out.
Yeah.
And I just wonder whether that's something we
So
should
much
be
so-
promoting.
We've had problems at home, haven't we, as to where people can stand and where they can't stand and whatever. We need something, but
People are
I stand in
segregated.
the Halo Terrace and I don't sing too much.
Yeah.
But
Where I
We're the
stand,
old ones, aren't we?
where I stand, mate, not far from where you stand,
Yeah.
Glenn, innit? There's 1 or 2 of us still sing all the time with the crowd. There's a lot of people just round us just won't join in, and
Yeah.
But
it
it's
doesn't matter how
spread
much
out,
I'll
yeah.
sing, or Chap Simon, or whoever's round me, like, will sing. They just won't join in. You can't do it.
Well, you can't force them, but if you get the ones who want to,
Yeah.
you get them.
Get them
Get 'em
mobbed in.
together.
When we're away
Yeah.
from home, it's
You're all
all
together,
it's all
aren't
the
you?
diehards. We
That's
all
it.
know each other,
Yeah.
and you know everybody knows the songs, and you can make a noise.
Yeah.
Everybody's segregated. You'll have some at the back, some over the other side, some over
You
our
can see it at
side.
Chelsea, couldn't you?
yeah,
When
I
all
was
the
going
seasons
to
tickets
say
were
at
in-
Chelsea. Everybody
That one.
moved.
Yeah.
Everybody went in and said, "Oh, that's my seat." No, I'm not sitting there. Where they at?
Yeah, got him.
Everybody went together.
Yeah. As you went round, like the day trippers who bought the tickets towards the end, they weren't season tickets. There was no noise at all, was there? But in that corner.
Well,
In
I
that corner, it was
They,
awesome.
they have been very good.
Oh, they're brilliant.
For lots of games this season.
We've got not
I
a
just
single
wonder
band.
whether it's just, they're getting a bit despondent with it all.
And you can't blame them, can you?
The results
No.
are going badly, and it's just, there isn't
Yeah.
the kind of,
Yeah.
there's not the drive and the enthusiasm
I
for it.
think the
But
fans have been amazing, considering why we've been all season.
It's a
and
big
what we've
ask
had
for
to
these
watch.
lads, and because all they've known for the last couple of years is doing
It's
good.
been amazing.
Yeah.
How many other clubs would just now
Yeah.
just have walked out and just left them to it? And
But if we can get that sort of vibrancy back again, I think it's going to be important.
And it
in the
bounces
place.
down.
score first, mate. Score first
Yeah.
Saturday, and it'll be a different
First goal.
atmosphere. Yeah,
First goal
yeah,
Saturday.
yeah.
It
Go
just
1-0
bounces.
up.
Totally different atmosphere.
Did Dackers at Bradford at home, and he missed an easy chance in that first, second or third minute.
Yeah.
If that had gone in, it would
I've
have
heard that before.
Yeah.
He was on the bench actually.
It would have gone
He was on the bench.
Can we have a little natter
Might
about
have been the
Dackers?
first, might have been the league game.
Yeah. Can we
missed
just
a good
say, can we have a
chance.
little natter about Dackers? Because he didn't play, didn't start on Saturday, did he?
No.
And,
They played Angle.
do you think Derek Adams has had enough of his performances,
Or is he thinking now he's better coming off the bench? Because I
Yeah.
thought he did all right when
Yeah.
he came on against Bradford.
I think when he comes on, he's a real handful. Every
Yeah.
time he's been a sub.
He just doesn't know what he is, does he? I don't think he realises he's 6'7". I don't think he
You got
knows.
like Hallam
You don't know.
Holt. Hallam Holt put a real shift in, but he didn't do much.
No.
didn't
And he
get in the
seems-
right places.
That's what it seems to be. He'll put the effort in, but
I missed the
nothing
booking that
comes of
he
any of
got,
it.
and it was like
Oh.
they said,
Yeah,
"Oh,
yeah,
you know."
there was some- they were doing some shirt pulling in Bradford and never got anything.
But what do we need then? If we're getting money coming in, and we've got
Striker.
a chance to get people, what do we
A
need?
mature striker.
Yeah, a goal
Mature.
threat. Someone who pushes the defence back 10 yards. Well, there's a bit of
Yeah.
breathing space.
We've got
10
Angle
in
coming
20.
back, so another striker, an Angle.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
A
Do we
winger?
need another wide
Definitely
player?
a winger. Edwards has fallen off a cliff. Tollett's fallen off a cliff. You know,
Tollett's
he's put
taken
McCann
off
out
last
there.
night in starting games.
Yeah, I think it's too cold and too wet for him himself.
He's
Yeah.
gone
I thought he
wild.
went to Coventry.
Yeah.
That was a rumour.
Derek
Yeah.
Adams will send him there regardless.
what are we thinking about Callum Crook?
Definitely
Needs
player.
games.
Yeah.
Needs
Yeah.
games.
He looks.
Heavy, isn't he? He's heavy.
Well, he's not played this
No.
season, has he?
Yeah,
Well, he has. He's played 4 games.
He looks
in
as
the-
if he knows what he's
Yeah.
doing now.
He's
He's
Yeah.
got a football brain and we need that.
Yeah.
He just
He's
needs
just-
to get fit again.
He's got presence as well. He's a big lad, isn't he?
Yeah, he's got that brain and we haven't got enough of that.
No.
have
But he's just a bit slow with it, isn't it?
It's fitness,
Yes.
isn't it? It's just
So
hard
the
for-
the transfer window ends February the
Monday,
3rd.
isn't
Monday.
it?
Monday.
Monday the 3rd.
Is it 6 p.m. or 10 p.m.? I
But
can't
we need
remember.
him in for
Oh,
Saturday.
we got right up to
Oh,
deadline
ideally.
day. We got right up to 10 p.m.
Yeah.
It's-
We'll be
Well,
there.
let's hope that this time next week we're talking about at least one decent victory.
Two.
Fleetwood and
Two.
Newport.
So at least one.
I'm definitely getting some of that.
and a couple of new players, so we can have something more positive to talk
That's a
about.
bare minimum, that for me.
Yeah. But
4 points.
meanwhile, the
Yeah.
fans need to get behind them on Saturday. Come on, get behind them in the Fleetwood game.
Yeah.
Come on, you Shrimps. We'll see you next week.